y'all doing? This is Miss MimiJohnson.net, the triple threat. Look, we are here with the diva of my life, and the diva, JC. So, we talked about Miche, we talked about YTB, and we talked about FYI communications as an author, a writer, and an educator.
Yes, and a composer.
And a composer.
Yes.
She composes.
Yes, I'm a composer.
Yes. And a lot of people be asking me why I get it from my mama. Yes, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so now you have catalog of women in the arts and business. Women in Jazz South Florida. This is an organization that I absolutely love and adore. I know that you see me promoting it all the time, where I tell people to support women musicians and composers. Not so much a chick that gets on the stage and just sings a song.
Right. Okay, here's what happened. For 34 years, I was a vocalist, and I worked with men.
Yes.
And I realized that in my whole career, I had only worked with about 5 women.
In the band.
In the band.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, instrumentalists.
Yeah.
That would be Bertha Hope on piano, Kim Clark on bass, Paula Hampton on drums.
Okay.
And then there was Carleen Ray on bass and Tina Schneider in Holland on piano.
Okay.
Now the first 4 people were in New York.
Okay.
But in Florida, I could not find any women instrumentalists. There was Lynn Moore, but she was on the ships with her husband.
Okay.
So I started consciously, and that is the key word, consciously looking for women musicians. Well, from 1997 to 2007, I taught about the women from the books that you saw, Amazing Music Women.
Right.
But from 2007 until now, 2014, which is 7 years, I collected women musicians.
Okay.
I did a radio show called Music Woman since 2008. But in 2007, I incorporated Women in Jazz South Florida. And this is a non-profit organization with a 501c3 status. That means that we're tax deductible.
Yes.
And we could get grants. And I got many grants so that we could do performances. And then we have our other product through the organization that started back in 2011. So we have 2011, 12, 13, and 14. The music collection. This is 3 and this is 4. And I'm on all 4. Mimi's on 3. And our president, Lorna Lesperance, is on 2. And then we have women from around the country and the world.
Right.
So this 4th one, we submitted for Grammy nominations.
Yes.
So we're going to know about that in November.
Yes.
And you're all going to know because we're going to be so excited that everybody's going to know if we even get a nomination.
Right.
Then when we win, and we put it in the categories of historical music collection.
Okay, and this is a 10 song compilation that includes the members of our organization, Women in Jazz South Florida, WIJSF.org or .com.
Exactly. And if you go there, you get all the information, but I encourage you to join us. You don't have to be a musician to join us.
Yes.
We have 280 members, 152 musicians, and 52 men that support our efforts. That is that they pay a $50 annual membership, or they take pictures for us, they videotape us at our concerts, and they make donations of, gifts that we could give at fundraisers. They do all kinds of things to help us. Or they're the musicians.
Speaking of that, we got to give a shout out to Whitfield Moore Photography, because he's always taking photos for us.
That's right.
And they forget a discount. He basically comes out and he does the in-kind service of still photography for us and also video. So we got to give a shout out to Whitfield Moore Photography.
Well, how about this? How about we make Steve Moore from Whitfield Moore Photography an honorary member for 1 year for his service?
Yes, I think that he would definitely like that.
Okay, well that'll work.
Yes, he would like that.
And we will get him his membership letter. He'll be number 53
Okay.
of the men.
And then he'll help promote and tell people, I'm a member of Women in Jazz South Florida.
That's right.
He'll love that.
This catalog is new.
Okay.
Just got them in August and distributed them in Chicago, where I did a book signing, and I spoke at the street naming of Dinah Washington Way.
Yes.
That was excellent. And you can see all the pictures on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Under Dinah. And then Chicago. Look at my Chicago pictures. So this booklet is advertisement from our members and from businesswomen like Lucretia Daniel, who is my director in YTB Travel.
Okay.
And
Reagan Whiteside.
Yes.
Shout out, girl. I love that flute.
yes, Reagan. And then Donna Singer, who is a wonderful singer living in Florida. Then we have Brazilian Voices in Florida, a beautiful group of singers. We also have Miss Sandra Kay.
Yes.
SandraK.com. Hey, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra.
You know we love you, girl. Okay. And then we have Music Women Magazine, which eventually this will morph into Music Women Magazine. We're building up our advertisership.
Yeah.
I've been around many places and I've seen many things, and there's so much left to do, so much more I can bring. And now I feel like packing my bags, I feel like taking me a stroll. Let the wind blow through my hair, feeling so natural. I'm taking charge of my life and I'm doing it my way. I'm about to take flight, cause it's my time, baby, it's my shine. I'm taking care of business and I'm doing it my way. Doing my thing, swag it all out, gonna freak my dream. I'm taking care of business and I'm doing it my way. I'm doing it my way. It's my thing, it's my thing. There's no need for pressure. And there's no need.
So for your advertising for Music Woman Magazine, contact
Joan Cartwright at DivaJC47 at Yahoo, or tag me on Facebook. Find me on Facebook. I'm there. Music Women Magazine is on Facebook also, but we will do a printed version very soon.
Okay.
We also have a blog, Music Woman. We have an actual magazine.
Yes.
So go to our main website, wijsf.org or .com, and click at the bottom of the left-hand column, Music Women Magazine, and you can actually read the first issue right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good. It's good. It's a good piece.
Yes.
Definitely.
I do want to say that Women in Jazz South Florida has members in 9 countries. Okay, beside the United States, 8 other countries. We also have an international president, Satina Donato, from Sicily, and our new and upcoming international president is going to be from Holland.
So high, I reach the sky.
We are also an honorary chair of done it in Musica in Rome,
Mm-hmm.
and we're members of Women in Music in Serbia.
Okay.
We have connections with women in Israel, Australia, Germany, Brazil, Hong Kong, Shanghai, China. We have members everywhere. Join us at WIJSF so you can help us with our mission to promote women musicians globally.
Yes, and also to give you the best music that you could possibly adore. Because a lot of times I think that people don't really get it, that there are women drummers, there are women bass players, there are women trumpeters,
trombone, saxophone, violin.
Yes.
Every instrument out there is a woman playing it. But we have to consciously look for women musicians to support. You can support their concerts, their music. You can support by hiring them for your weddings or for your cultural events.
Yes, now let's talk about that for one moment. We've got about 3 minutes.
Okay.
I really want to talk about the government funding that Wynton Marsalis is getting, and he does not hire women in his orchestra. And this is money
that is coming out
that
of
is
tax
coming out of tax dollars, your tax dollars, and it is illegal.
Yes.
Not to hire because of race or gender or religion.
That's right.
So let's talk about that for a moment, because I'm really heated about that right now.
And there's a video about it on our website.
Okay.
And there's a video on YouTube.
Okay.
That I actually put together from an interview that I did with Ellen Sealing, who is a trumpeter and band leader. Okay. So if you want more information about that, just go to YouTube and put in Lincoln Center Jazz Band doesn't hire women.
Say you're down, you won't cry. Let me give you good advice. Hold your head up and just tell the blues bye-bye. Hold your head up and say bye-bye to the blues. Say you lost your job, can't pay your rent because all your money's spent.
So what we really want people to understand is not to exclude women musicians and composers. We want, when you think about, oh, I want to hire a band, don't always think that you always have to hire men. Find women in your community that you can hire as well, because we got to eat too.
Yes, and there are many women that play instruments, but it's just that they don't get called a lot. And so we need to consciously create venues and create opportunities for women to play. And there are young children who go to concerts and they see all men on the stage. Girls have no role models.
Exactly.
If they see all girls on the stage.
Now there is a way called a blind audition.
That's for classical
but we want to push that for Wynton.
Well, that would be great.
No, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You are not going to take my tax dollars or the tax dollars in the state that you're in, where women holds up 50% of the sky and pay taxes just like everyone else, and use tax dollars for your orchestra, and then tell women that they can't get hired. No. It's going down. Activists, watch.
Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow where someone's waiting to be kissed? Oh, sky.
So what I have done in my career is I created my own product.
Yes.
So I have 2 CDs. The other one is sold out, which goes with the book, In Pursuit of a Melody.
Okay.
So this is Feeling Good, and it's available at cdbaby.com/J Cartwright. And so you just Google me. I've got all this going on.
Yes.
I'll sell you a ticket to Rome. I will sell you a purse that is interchangeable. I will sell you some music.
All day, all night.
Yes, and I will sell you a book.
Reading is fundamental.
You can get a book from me.
Uh-huh.
You know. And so I'm very excited because I have about a year and 4 months left pursuing my doctorate.
Dr. Diva JC.
Yes,
yes.
and I should be an actual doctoral candidate by January or February.
Of 2015.
We're keeping our...
No, it's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's nothing. It's a
Yes.
no-brainer. You're smart. You're a smart young lady. You're gonna make that happen. Now, you wanted to talk about your cruise. You have a Women in Jazz cruise coming up.
Yes. Traditionally, all of these jazz cruises, they don't have women on them. Not instrumentalists.
Okay.
Now, they might have had, one or two that are at the top of the heap, but we are creating a cruise. Now, it'll either leave in April, I believe it will, April the 4th to the 11th. We'll go from Miami to St. Martin, Puerto Rico, and back to Miami.
Okay.
You can get that information at my Facebook page. Get my cover image, which is all about the cruise.
Okay.
Whatever member brings in the most people on the cruise is going to be the headliner.
Okay.
Like all of the rest of the people that put together cruises.
Right.
Women in Jazz South Florida is going to feature an annual cruise.
Okay.
And our first one will be April the 4th to the 11th, leaving from Miami. We'll have concerts at sea, and we'll have discussions about how we can consciously include women into the musical fabric. And I'm not talking about the women that jump up on stage with no clothes. I'm talking about the serious musicians that compose serious music.
Yes.
I'm not talking about pop culture here. I'm talking about the career women of music. Yes.
They're very important. Very
and that
important.
would be classical, jazz, blues, country, reggae.
All genres.
Yes. We
All
don't care.
genres.
Women that play instruments and that compose music. And if a singer is a composer, that's what we're looking for.
And that's what I am. I'm a vocalist. I'm not an instrumentalist, but I can get on that keyboard and I can compose some songs in my key, and I can, I'm a composer, but the instrumentalist, I'm talking about like that orchestra of 20 that I want to hire when we go to Broadway. We want 50-50. We want to give 50%, men, 50% women. Make it more balanced. That's really all we're asking for.
Well,
we're not asking to totally cut men out of the band scene, because we love y'all. Don't get it twisted now.
Even on these CDs, there are men on here. Men that produce the music.
Yes.
And that produce the songs that are on here.
Yes.
So we have 53 men now with Mr. Moore.
Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Oh, sky.
So on October 11th,
Yes.
Saturday, 2014.
I'm doing the book signing at Medu Books at 2 to 5. And then...
Please come and join Joan and myself and our fabulous, fabulous cast for the Genius Ladies in Concert. It's our breast cancer awareness event. It's going to be fabulous. We have vendors. We're going to have comedy, fashion by V. Dinks Designs. Of course, my designer is going to be there. Steve Moore will be doing the photography. We also have comedians, Sweet Baby Keita and Osunji Yeldell. It's going to be amazing, and I'm looking so forward to it. And we're doing a short piece of a theater production, and I star as Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the Genius Ladies in Concert.eventbrite.com. The Genius Ladies in Concert.eventbrite.com. Make sure you get your tickets. The discounted tickets are online. So, is there anything else that we want to talk about? Because I'm ready to eat, drink wine, and be merry.
Be merry.
Merry.
Okay. Well, I do just want to make one more
Sure.
note that the cruise, a portion of the proceeds will go to an organization called Eliminate Now.
Mm.
And this is to help women that have babies in the fields in Africa, but they cut the umbilical cord with anything. And they get infected, and usually they die, and the baby dies, because both of them are cut, have that cut. So this organization will give a tetanus shot to all women that they encounter in Africa.
Wow.
So that they will not die from a cut like that. And Carol Garrett, who is one of our members and going to be on the 5th compilation.
Okay.
Carol introduced me to this organization.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're hoping that she and her sister will be on board.
Okay.
And we're going to spread the information about this organization because it's very important. It's $1.50 tetanus shot that would save the life of a mother and a child.
Wow. Give us the name of the organization again.
I think it's
Eliminate Now. And I'm sure that you'll post more information on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
and at your websites so that we can get more information on that. That's a great cause that I would love to learn more about and help to promote.
So my 4 websites are divajc.miche.com, and then there's FYItravel.us or FYItravel.biz. Then there's FYICominc.com, which is FYICOMMINC.com. And finally, Women in Jazz South Florida, which is WIJSF.org or .com. Visit us. You know, buy a purse, buy a book, buy some music,
Yes.
buy a membership, introduce our organization to somebody else. We're doing a lot, and most of it you can find on the website.
Yes.
JoanCartwright.com sums it all up.
Right. All right, well, you're logged on to mjtvnetwork.info and youtube.com/MJTV Network, MimiJohnson.net, the triple threat. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on The Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. And on 3, we're going to say tar-tar. 1, 2, 3, tar-tar!